Going to give a ton of different looks to Kevin Durant. Wagner gets the matchup to start with, but multiple players will be getting a look at number 7.
Push shot from Brown inside gets the scoring started for the Nets. First touch for Durant. And this is a Magic team that will get after you defensively. It's been one of their calling cards this season. Durant in a little bit of trouble. Turnaround on Carter Jr. rolls home. What?
Junior by far their best defender. But as we see, Bamba comes on them, they're going to switch a lot.
Carter Jr. with the answer.
And where Carter...
It's wild seeing Kevin Durant pick up where he left off. Kyrie Irving doing the same. Triple from Kyrie Irving. Hearing some cheers from the crowd. It's a rare miss inside from Drummond, who's automatic from point blank. Anthony knocks down the 3. The scratch a couple of days ago, friendly fire from Mo Bamba, an elbow. Playing well for Orlando. Drummond that time with the finish.
And Kyrie Irving, you name it, they're able to engage in those double teams, or they get, a second toss at them. Teammates are going to reap the benefits of how much gravity and attention they have on the floor. And in the front court with players that can move.
And a lot of youth. 12 guys on this roster, 24 or younger. It's Kyrie Irving, 2 for 2. You know he's going to be locked in. Carter Jr., the pump fake inside and finishes with the deuce. Confidence as he wants to be among the elite big men in the NBA. Irving on the drive. The pass! Bruce Brown with the flush.
When to stay out of guys' way and how to make himself available for teammates. It's a nice read and react play by both of those players.
Oh, beautiful step through from front.
Early part of the season wasn't necessarily exactly what the Nets needed at that point of time, and a lot of it was based on have just inserted a level of energy for this group.
And mentally getting himself back in the ball game during that free throws from KD. Kyrie gets it back. Three-pointer in the corner. He's 3 for 3 from
the second half or the first half of a back-to-back, how the rotation may shift.
Magic running off the turnover. Wendell Carter Jr. bucket and the hope, Bobby, we talked about this in the open, is that eventually the vaccine mandate will be lifted. Kyrie Irving will be able to play home games at Barclays Center. But in the meantime, he has very few games to work with as Kevin Durant also stays hot. Very few games for Kyrie Irving to work with, and so you can sense some urgency from Kyrie. He's going to make every game he can play and count.
There's an urgency from this group.
Cole Anthony getting the roll.
I think it goes twofold. Of one, obviously understanding the circumstance and where they sit in the standings, and they need every win they can get. They need the experience and time on the floor. And I think for veteran players, like this time of year is where you start peaking, you start feeling it, of understanding what you want to do big picture. And Kyrie's certainly one of those guys who gets it.
Andre Drummond inside, staying with it. Doesn't get the put back to fall. 21-16, approaching the midway point of this first quarter. Michael Grady, Sarah Kustok, R.J. Hampton outside. Mo Bamba missed his first 2 threes.
Their bigs will shoot threes, though, and they all will. And sometimes that is such a big indicator for the Magic of how they play if they're knocking down those stretch shots. Kyrie
Irving, even in the trees, it's a high percentage shot. And Jamal Mosley wants to talk things over. Timeout Orlando. 6:06 to go in this opening quarter. 23-16, midway point of this first quarter. Kyrie Irving, Kevin Durant, no surprise, red hot. That's shooting 69% from the floor. Out of the timeout, Mo Bamba knocking down the triple. Mo Bamba again playing well, shooting the 3 well. Only 36%. Kyrie Irving.
It's just so pretty. In the quickness of which the release, he gets it off his hands. Obviously, we've seen him score at all 3 levels.
Hampton with the answer for the Magic.
As we continue to talk about Orlando responding back for as good as Brooklyn is playing.
Oh, the lob! Kessler Edwards finishing the alley-oop.
So there's an example of the push. Early offense, attention and focus is on where Durant and Kyrie are at, and it allows Bruce Brown and Kessler Edwards to go to work.
Kevin Durant is 2 for 3. Kyrie 5 for 5. Wendell Carter Jr. hitting the 3. And the point I'm making, as hot as the Nets have been, and you mentioned this, it's a 3-point ball game. Kyrie Irving, his first miss. Kevin Durant, the pull-up, yes.
Midi Master, I thought you were saying 3-point party. I'm like, oh, he's got 3 after 3. Do not mind it, though.
Markelle Fultz has checked into the ball game for the Magic, who's been a great story for Orlando since he returned. Bruce Brown, oh, nice feed. Andre Drummond, the throwdown.
Excellent run. And that's where, we're talking about Bruce, but just in general for this Brooklyn team, when they push the ball, when they find tempo, and they're able to create those early looks, it makes such a difference in the balance of their offense.
Wagner rolls out. Here comes Kyrie Irving. 14 points already. Drummond, great position inside. Bucket and the foul.
Hey, that is an extraordinary pass because Drummond is such a mismatch for most teams, but in particular, you look at the lineup for Orlando, Bamba doesn't necessarily have the size and the skill set to be able to handle him on the inside. And as we're taking a look at this beautiful play, Bruce Brown engages the defense, wide open look for Drummond on the inside. But they continue to go at him, and that's where, with the size of Kevin Durant at that position, you have to make a decision. Do you want Carter to try and defend him, or are you going to put Bamba? A couple times they toss him at him. Okiki coming in, and I'm sure he will have a shot and opportunity with Wagner going out.
And we talked about this. Drummond on the feed from Bruce Brown and on this most recent play from Kyrie Irving. He's running the floor. Like he's getting in great position and available.